Alright guys, today we're going to be taking a look at a pile of junk. I mean the Atrocitus Build-A-Figure wave. And let's see if I can assemble all of them on camera. Hopefully. So, we've got... Let's do the legs first. Well, that actually got in nice and good. Then we've got the other one. Ooh. This one's like one of the best Build-A-Figures I've ever put together. Holy crap. Okay, and let's do right arm. Okay. And, sorry, that was the left arm. My bad. Now the right arm. And now the head. Looks like it's in there, but I didn't hear anything click. But, and now the chest piece. And there's little grooves in the back. And then you just slip that over. And you have Atrocitus. Here's big boy Atrocitus fully assembled. And he's a beast of a figure, I can already tell, without even comparing him to anybody, which we will do later. Stick around for that. We will be doing that. But we're gonna turn off the turntable and get a closer look on this beast of a figure. So, I can already tell he needs some painting in the eyes. He needs some painting in the eyes, because his eyes don't show anything. So, for all I could know, he's blind. But, overall, this character's got a lot of texturing, the same as Kyle Rayner. Actually, since I have Kyle Rayner off on the side. Same texturing as Kyle, only bigger, because it's a bigger figure. But yeah, same texturing. But relatively basic design, comic accurate design, like the shoulder plate, Red Lantern logo right there. Trying to replicate that in the shoulder armor and the forearm armor right there. And got the diaper, of course, with the texturing again, down to the boots. I just wish he would have been like a chrome color, like a Red Hood back there. Wish he would have been chrome color like that. But it's whatever. And like I said, he's also got the ring, which should be a different color than his hand. But what are you going to do? It's still sculpted with the Red Lantern logo. So it's all good. But alright, let's get into articulation. And I'm just going to take this off because this is very flimsy and it'll probably pop off if I do it anyway. So he's got the ball jointed hinge. He's got the shoulder joint that can go all the way around as well as hinge out like that. He's got the armpit joint inside there. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. You know the stuff. Then he's got the hinged ball joint in there. You can also rotate it. My arm's very loose. I've noticed that. A lot of the joints where they plug in are very loose on this guy. But he's got the happens all the time on this guy. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Come on. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. What the No, now you don't want to. Alright, we're getting the show back on the road. He comes with a thigh pivot. You can go up about that far. go back about there. And of course, hinge out like that with the standard McFarlane leg joint. Double jointed knees, they look pretty ugly because of that cut right there. Like I've seen several people say, I get it because it's atomically correct, but at the same time when you bend it like that, you get this weird points, and it's just ugly. But it hides it when it's just straight up, which will probably be what I'm doing because I'll try to make this guy an imposing figure. He goes up and back, the ankle goes up and back. It's got a toe hinge right there. And alright, let's get him next to some other Lantern characters and stuff like that. Here's Supreme Big Boy Atrocitus next to a standard 7-inch scale figure. We've got the Kyle Rayner of the Wave. And like I said, this dude's a beast. Like, you can just tell in the way that they just stand next to each other. Like, this dude is a powerhouse. But unfortunately, you can't really get him into any poses, acrobatic poses anyway, because, at least for mine, as you can see, the legs are not that good on this guy. Alright guys, we got all of the Green Lanterns from my shelf. We've got, of course, Kyle Rayner, who was in the previous bit. We've got the first release John Stewart figure. And we've got Hal Jordan, just to give you a sense of scale and where this dude's at even more compared to, because Kyle's relatively he's relatively a thinner guy compared to these two who use the same sculpt. But yeah, he's overall pretty big dude. And here is one of my favorite figures in my entire collection, Parallax, next to Atrocitus, just to give you even more of a sense of style, and just because I love my boy Parallax. We all love my boy Parallax. And since he wasn't around during this time, when the Roy G. Biv Corps was really taken off, I've always wanted to see these two kind of fight. I think it would be really cool in a comic. Come on, Green Lantern writers, do something cool. We've got the entire Blackest Nightwave fully assembled, and this lineup's great. Like, I love all the Blackest Night characters. I love Kyle Rayner, and I would love Atrocitus if his legs weren't so freaking jank. Like, I literally can't do anything with the legs without them, like, breaking off. It kind of sucks that that character is just going to be in a standing pose forever, which wasn't my intent for the character, but I kind of wanted to play around with him a little bit and get him into some other poses, maybe, for the ads on the other socials. But overall, I'm really disappointed with the quality of the joints in Atrocitus, but he's still a badass looking figure, and unfortunately, Superman gets one up to being number 4 on the list of the Blackest Nightwave, just because of how my personal copy of Atrocitus is. I bet if I had another copy of Atrocitus, Superman would be number 5, but since my copy of Atrocitus is how it is, Superman is currently number 4. Alright guys, so this is the end of this review, and I'm just gonna leave you guys with this. Do you need Atrocitus? If you're a Lantern fan, you do. But if you're not a Lantern fan, he'd still be a good representative on the villains shelf, even though I've got my own Lantern shelf, so he won't be up there. But overall, I'd really like this figure if it weren't for the legs, man. Those legs popping out really killed it for me, like, really badly. But overall, I'd say get him, but I don't know if the leg thing is an issue, so if that deters you from getting him, completely understandable. But besides that, he looks badass, he looks really menacing, and overall, he's a decent figure. He's a decent figure. He's not badass like the rest of the normal figures, but he's okay, I'd say. But yeah, this is the end of this review. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm hoping to see you guys in the next review. Alright guys, peace.